Welcome back, everybody, to the Nosebleeds podcast. I am Chris Witt, and with me, as always, is Mr. Adam Schmidt. Adam, how are you today, sir?
Pretty good. Pretty good. How about yourself?
Pretty good for doing this thing over Zoom as we are currently. Um, Adam not feeling well. I'm in West Virginia. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make this work today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, and before we get going, 10:44.
I got you. Yeah.
Got it. Got
100%.
it. All right. All right. Note on time.
10.
So today we've got a little update on the youth baseball camera slash microphone deal. We've got Philly fanatic Karen, and uh, we've got Ali Siddiq. We've got Mount Rushmore of sports villains. We got a lot of stuff to go over, dude. In an
We
hour,
do.
we've got an
We do.
hour. So let's start off with last week. A lot of buzz around the conversation we had about youth baseball. I wanted to get cameras and microphones and mic everybody up and do all this stuff. Uh, I'm not exactly sure how Joe, one of our biggest listeners, also a lawyer. I was worried about the legal side of it. He kind of chimed in, but I'm not sure. He said he had a couple recordings that mixed into each other, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But I will tell you this: you asked me before the show, did you get a chance to think about it? Now I'm going to tell you, update. I have not thought about it at all. I told you it'd be quick. I put zero thought into it. I haven't bought anything. I haven't looked at anything. Just another Chris Witt big idea that is probably going to end where it started.
Well, a big part of what we talked about was the time that it's going to take it
Yeah,
to make all that stuff work, to edit and figure out how to work everything properly and all that. And you don't even have time to look into any of that stuff, let alone.
exactly. Pretty much. That's pretty much right. Yeah. I don't have time to figure out what camera to get, much less figure out how to edit and do all this other stuff.
I'll tell you what, I was talking to a lady it was just this morning. And there you went, and there you are back already. Good job. So, I was talking to a lady at work this morning, and she was telling me her son, not her nephew, plays freshman football, okay, in high school. There are some kids on the freshman football team that have their own personal photographers to come take like pro shots so that they can post really good pictures like on social media and start building their brand, I guess, or whatever
Can
they're
I
doing.
ask can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Where do they go to school?
You ready?
Can I guess?
Yes.
Give me three guesses.
Okay.
Summit Country Day,
That's a very funny guess, but no.
Moeller,
No. Closer.
Indian Hill,
No.
St. X,
No. Closer though.
not LaSalle.
All right, you named them all except the one.
Elder?
Yep.
What?
I know. Yes, her nephew is the quarterback of the freshman team, and it was somebody from Elder was taking pictures, and she had a really good picture, and she said he doesn't, but there are kids on that team that have their own photographers at those games for that reason. So
Hold on now.
anyway,
Hold on.
oh, go
Is
ahead.
this her? Is this her seeing people taking pictures of certain kids, or her saying, no, legit, I know for a fact?
Oh yeah, she goes to all the games. Yeah, she has seen those people. Yes. I mean, she was talking about it like it's a fact.
That's insane to me.
I know. I know. But that got me thinking, like, if the kids are into it, maybe it's up to them. Maybe they get there they get their parents to get them a mic or something, and their parents can use their phone or something like that, you know? And then if they wanted to do it themselves, and you can have control over that, like you can be like, okay, yeah, you guys want to start that stuff yourselves and do it yourselves, go for it. But I I have the I have the right to tell you at any time, take that microphone off. That no more video. It's, we're not doing that with our team. Now, I don't know. Maybe if the parents are responsible for their own kid doing that for them, then maybe you don't have the authority to, I don't know.
No, that's part of playing for the team. I mean, that's
Yeah.
part of, yeah, I'm the coach. If I'm going to, every person on my team would ask me, "Hey, is it okay if I did this?" And my response would be, "I have final on everything.
Yeah.
I I I have final on what's posted. I have final on when I can walk out, take the microphone off of him. I have final over all of that.
Yeah. If he's doing
Otherwise,
a mic,
otherwise it's a no."
yeah. If he's doing a mic, I can see where you could say something because that's on his uniform. It might be part of the game or whatever. If they're just like filming their kid from the sideline, from the stands or whatever, and they
Yeah.
then you might you might not have any any say in
This
that,
dude,
you know?
this dude left. This dude. So we're sitting here. We got started late today. All right, we got started late because my pizza is an hour late from being delivered. Old boy left it at the front desk.
Oh,
Did
I think
first time that I go. I've been ordering pizzas when I go out of town all the time. They
really.
always bring it to my room. Left it at the front desk
Have you ever stayed at that hotel before?
100 times.
Oh, wow. Some
Yeah,
hotels won't let those people go up. They
I
have to.
believe. I believe that. I believe that. And maybe it's changed. I I gotta go get my pizza. What do we do here?
Go get your pizza. Let's see. Go get your pizza.
I'm gonna need 3.5 minutes. So what is that? 60, 180 plus 30 is 210 seconds.
That's right.
What
I'll
can you
just
do?
I'll just count to 210.
No, no.
No.
Here's what I want to know from you.
Okay.
Basketball wise,
Okay.
basketball wise, not a microphone, but an individual separate entity, and you can tell the player is paying attention to that entity that's recording them, and it's making them different in their
Okay.
game.
And
What
I'm
would you?
coaching I'm
And
coaching the kid.
you're coaching the kid.
Okay.
How would you go about it?
I gotcha.
Ready,
Okay.
set, go.
Yeah. Um, I have a if the kid's in the game, I pull him out immediately, him or her. And I have a quick because the middle of the game, you don't have a whole lot of time, especially in basketball. It's up and down. I don't have a lot of time, but I sit there and say, "Hey, if you're worried about if you're playing differently, if you're acting differently because someone is recording you, because you have a camera on you, I can't play you. I need you to be the you that we have in practice when there are no cameras, when there are no parents, when it's just us. I need you to be that person because that's the way you practice. That's who you are. And our team relies on knowing that player. If you if you can't handle whether it's a microphone, it's probably not a microphone, although there are guys mic'd up in basketball games. But if you can't handle being uh, the subject of, say, like a personal photographer, a personal camera person who is taking video of you or pictures or whatever it is, if that's making you different, you're done. You're done with that. And if they're gonna stay there, because in the middle of the game, I'm not gonna yell over to whoever it is and say, you have to stop doing that. We're in the middle of a basketball game. Can't do that. But you as a player, you're done. You're done playing because you've shown me that you're not capable of handling that. If we have that conversation on the bench and it's a situation, maybe it's early enough in the game and you're a very important player for our chances to win. I can see giving you another chance if you guarantee me that that won't be a problem. I'll give you a second chance after we have that conversation. But you go out there and look over at that camera one time or do a flex that you wouldn't normally do after you make a play or trash talk somebody or something like that. I'm gonna know why you're doing that now. And honestly, I'm gonna have rabbit ears about it or whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna be looking for it. So you act differently in any way when I give you that second chance, then you're really done after that. And then we're going to have a conversation about I gave you a second chance, you still couldn't do it without being different. Now you're letting your teammates down because I can't put you in the game. I can't trust you to go in and play the way I ask you to play and be who you are. And we can't trust you now with that. So you're finished for the game, and then we have to have a conversation after the game with parents or the person whoever's recording you or taking your pictures or whatever. We have we have to have that conversation, and you just can't do it anymore. And if they do, then I guess you're not playing because if you can't be who we
You're
expect you
not
to
on this
be,
team. Then you're not on
yeah,
this team. Yeah,
yeah,
it's that simple.
yep. Yep. And it's going to be hard because if you insist on doing that and you can't behave the way you normally would or that you're supposed to because there's somebody taking this picture or taking this video, then I mean, it's going to be hard to practice with you too because even though you might be totally normal and great at practice, if if you're going to be different in the games and I can't play you because of that, because you insist on having your video or whatever to post, then then I have to basically bench you at practice sort of too because we have to practice the way we're going to try to play in games. Like if you're one of my best players or my best player or something and and you're just going to keep doing that and like playing for the camera, I have to put somebody else in your spot. That way when we're going over offense, when we're doing stuff, doing small-sided games or whatever in practice, you're going to be going with the guys that aren't getting a whole lot of time because
Yeah, absolutely. No, yeah, I would hope that it wouldn't get to that point. I didn't hear all of it because I went down to go get my pizza, obviously. Cold, by the way. I don't know what this dude did when he picked this pizza up, but it was this pizza that it took him less than 10 minutes to get here from when it said he left the pizza place. He didn't leave the pizza place till 45 minutes after they were closed. Anyway,
does it look like it has pee pee or anything on it or
no, no, doesn't smell, no like
spit?
that. I ain't worried about that. And I would still eat it because it's pizza.
Yeah.
Looks like it was probably really good though when it was warm. I'm gonna try this again. I'm trying this place again.
Okay.
I'm not blaming the place. I'm blaming the delivery driver.
Yeah. Yeah. It would be I want to know. Like I want to know what happened. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't and you I guess you can't really reach out to that guy anymore, right? Because the delivery's over.
Why not? Let's try.
Can you? Let's try. Let's try it. Let's see. All right. It's got
Let's say
it's
we're
got
gonna
you all
say
wacky on
yeah,
here, but that's all right.
that's okay. We're gonna say here, Justin contacted you. Um, yeah, he did contact me.
J Money.
Is this the contact? Where's where he said he got no Coke? They got no sweet tea. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna say, bro, it's cold and no drink at all. Appreciate appreciate the attempt. How about that? Is that good?
Okay. Or it could just be like, just curious, did they have you waiting all that time or or sorry you had to wait so long for it or something like, you know what I mean? And no, what you said was fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, dude, it's cold. Did you even try to get another drink?
Maybe did they offer another drink?
No.
No? All right. Remember, he knows where you're staying.
I don't give a I can care less. Come at me. Come here. I hope he comes here.
Man, you're in West Virginia. Those everyone carries guns there.
I'm gonna pull the hammer out. Just ask Ali Siddiq.
That's right.
I'm not home.
You're not at home. Man, your hammer out, and he's gonna pull out like a big giant old timey shotgun or something, and
He'll miss.
that he uses for duck hunting.
Yeah.
Uh,
Good.
Man, we got a real saga going, like right in the middle of this, right at the beginning of this podcast. Chris
Yeah.
waited. Well, you called it in at 8, right?
8:27. It
Okay,
got
so
here
it's
at 10
been an
o'clock.
hour and a
Hour and a half.
half from that.
Place is 10 minutes away.
Oh my gosh. That is silly.
It's legit cold. It's cold. Not even lukewarm. Cold. This was sitting in his air conditioner in front of his air conditioner.
That's what he was doing. He was cooling it down for you.
He was drinking my sweet tea, is what he was doing.
So yeah. He drank your sweet tea and cooled your pizza.
Damn, Justin. Come on, man. Just in case.
Just in case. Man,
That's such a bummer.
that
Dude, that's
stinks.
cold, cold.
It's it's a good thing that pizza is still I haven't eaten cold pizza in years and years and years, but it's a good thing that cold pizza is one of those things that you can it's of course better hot, but you can still eat it cold and it's still pretty good.
I'll tell
Or
you
is it
this.
bad?
I'm gonna order this again because it's still good cold. I'm gonna
Nice.
order this again. I'm gonna try again. Anyway,
If you see Justin's name pop up on there, you can cancel in that order right away.
I'm gonna tell Slice, don't ever let Justin deliver me nothing.
Yeah.
All right.
All
So
right.
forget about the video and all that.
Not
Uh,
happening, huh?
I mean, not happening, but not happening.
Not now, at least.
Yeah. Um. So did you see this girl? You actually brought it to my attention, so you definitely saw it at the Phillies game. Foul ball's hit right in front of her. Guy comes over. It does look like she might have had a hand on it, and he may have snatched it away from her. Could care less.
Hmm.
He walks over, puts it in his kid's glove. 10-year-old birthday. Very dramatically, the way he walks away, by the way. Very dramatically. Uh,
Well, he just like holds it up, right?
yeah, it's pretty dramatic for the 15 seat walk that he takes back to his seat. Anyway, hands it to his kid. Chick is Karen is following him the entire way back to his seat. Grabs him. He acts like he didn't know she was coming, and like is clenched fist like he's gonna hit her.
Oh, I thought it looked like he was like coiling to me, like,
Oh
oh,
no, that looked to me like he clenched a fist up like I'm about to hit somebody.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well,
That's
she
a,
was yelling on the way at him. She was talking to
oh,
him while he was walking away. He knew she was coming.
I didn't even think about that. Okay.
Yeah. So he played a little bit. I'm be honest. He played a little bit. Watched multiple angles. Same time. you're this guy and this chick does this to you. What's your reaction?
Um, I don't know. I so badly don't want the confrontation. I might end up doing the same thing he did. I don't know. Not that it was the right
He
thing
didn't want
to do.
confrontation either. He gave it up right now.
Yeah, he talked to her for a second, then I couldn't tell what he was saying. I need John Boy on this because he can
Yep.
read the lips and tell me what everybody's saying. Um,
John Boy's the man.
but I couldn't tell. I felt like he was kind of like making his case, like, no, 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 it's fair game. You know, it was a home run
Mm-hmm.
ball or foul ball or whatever, and we all went for it, and you didn't have it in your. If I didn't take it from your hands, it was
Well, it did look like he kind of made a little abrupt movement, and her lower half kind of moved abruptly at the same time. He
really.
may they may have both had a hand on it at the same time.
I thought he barely got it, but
Either way, he wins. He came up with it. He wins. All's
okay,
fair in love and baseball.
okay. That's what I wanted to get. Now, this is what I wanted to see. So, this lady has just gotten obliterated on social media and even regular media. Um, it makes me think of a few things. So one, I wanted to see because I thought you would come to that conclusion, but honestly, you sort of like defended her side a little bit there.
Whoa,
Okay,
whoa, whoa,
no,
whoa,
no,
whoa.
not it's not bad.
I'm not I'm saying I don't defend this dude. I'm saying he may have yanked it out of her hand.
That's what I mean.
She may
Like,
be she'd be pissed. But once you see he's putting it in a 10-year-old glove,
yeah,
Knicks, done.
done. Right.
Done. And you don't jump immediately out of your seat and chase old boy.
Okay. Um. So what I was gonna get at is I guess I didn't really know how you would feel about it, but it seems like every single person on the planet is like, this lady's the worst person in the world. It's if it's the Karen thing, which I hate even saying because I'm tired of that, but um, it's whatever.
You feel bad for people named Karen.
Yeah, and even anybody who has a problem who
No
is
one
a
is
lady or a
ever going to
white
be allowed to
lady.
name their kid Karen ever again.
Right. There are going to be way less Karens that we hear about in, 15, 20 years that are adults. Because,
So here's the deal.
well,
What
I wanted to ask you this. Is there any, is there any part of you, and that's what I was trying to say is I feel like there might be because of how you described this, but is there any part of you who's like kind of thinking from her perspective, like, the ball dropped right in front of us. This guy came from 15 seats away or whatever, and I'm reaching down to get it, and he just like hurries up and grabs it real fast. Like,
Nah,
is there
that's how.
any?
Hey, that's how it works.
Okay,
You didn't catch it, and he took it out of your hand. It can
okay,
hit off your hands and drop in front of you. That doesn't mean it's yours.
okay. So you feel like she has no case for saying anything to him, for forget about the kid part. Just when that happens, because like you said, if she's following him right away and yelling at him right away, she doesn't even know he's giving it to his kid. He's he has the ball in his hand and he's walking away from
Here's
her.
the deal: if a ball's on the ground and two people grab it at the same time, and the one person comes up with it, it's their ball.
Yeah,
I don't care if you both had a hand on it or not.
yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Or if it drops right in front of your seat and
She's
somebody
done.
comes from
She's
far
she's
away.
ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm gonna tell you a story. Tell you a story. 22-year-old Chris at a thirsty Thursday at the Cyclones game.
Yeah.
Uh, dollar natty drafts, natty light drafts. I was in line for 90% of the game. Come down, ball come, ball. Puck comes flying up. I run over and I snatch the puck up and I'm holding it up in the air. I'm so stoked. Within a half a second, I'm getting booed out of the place. I don't even know what's going on. I'm looking around. I'm like, what? There's a little kid next to me. And I'm like, it's yours, bro. And I handed it to him immediately. I, apparently, I ran over and almost knocked the kid over trying to get the puck. You're blinded by the ball. You're blinded by the puck, right? You're blinded. You've got one thing in your mind. All you see is that. You don't know what's going on around you. But of course, you're going to give it to the kid. I think if this lady really sat down and thought about it, she would realize that the right thing happened. I like to think.
All right.
Am I totally wrong?
No, I don't know. I mean, that's no, I don't think so. I don't know that there is a right and wrong, but
I don't believe that she would do that. I believe she thinks it's hers.
it seemed like it.
Mhm.
Um, I haven't seen where she's spoken about it. I'm sure she's getting contacted constantly to talk to people about it. Um, but I don't
She
know.
hasn't been identified as of yet, from what I saw.
Oh,
However,
okay. I thought people were
however,
saying she was, but I don't know.
oh well, maybe they have. Well, just the video clips I saw, the news articles were saying they didn't know who she was.
Okay.
They definitely know who she was. I mean, she looks very distinguishing. Like there's only one person that looks like her. There's only
Right.
one short-haired blonde with black under hair,
Cruella de Vil.
Cruella Deville looking chicks out there. Uh, no, man, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's stupid. I had a moment like this. Like I said, Cyclones game. Difference is, I realized immediately, oh crap, I'm not this. It's yours, little man. This is your puck, little man, not mine. I was just happy to get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This this is unfortunately a way that our society is now, and I see it every day. There, nobody thinks about anybody else. Nobody does.
Oh, okay. I
This world only thinks about themselves and what is deserved to what they deserve and what's coming to them and me, and there's no thought of anyone else in this world.
yeah. You know what's funny about that is you're not wrong. It definitely seems much more like that than it used to be. Um, if you think about that from if she's thinking about that from her perspective, and it's like the ball was hit to us. I'm bending down right in front of my seat to get it, and a guy runs
Somebody
over
stole it
from
from me.
yeah. Um, he wasn't concerned about that. I was picking the ball up because it was right there. He didn't care that the ball was right there and I was picking it up. It was about him and getting the ball, and it ended
It
up,
wasn't about
gave it to
him.
his,
It was about his kid.
well, he gave it to his kid, yes. But it was he had to have that ball. His son had to have that ball.
I look, I'm with
Um,
you on that side too. Because
yeah,
if it was me or you and we both reached down, we probably would have been like, "Oh, oh, you want?
yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna give it to my boy. Is that cool? You know
yeah.
what I mean? It would have been a weird thing. I think
Right.
it's the Catholic Church in us. I ain't gonna lie to you. I
Maybe.
think the Catholic Church, growing up, turned us into people that are scared to have anything go, like to do anything for us.
Mm,
We are all about, I don't know what the word is, but it's we like immediately. I was in front of an elevator today, and this lady just where there's like four of us waiting in front of the elevator, and elevator comes up, and she just walks in front of everybody, jumps right on it before anybody comes out of the elevator.
ugh,
And I'm like standing back, and I'm like, "Ooh!" Like I wait, and I want to be the last one on the elevator. I'm like,
yeah,
"No, you go, you go, you go, you go, you go." I'll be the last.
yeah.
The last thing I'm thinking, like it's the last thing I'm thinking about is that I need to be on the elevator right now. It's the last thing I'm thinking about. Insane. But that is how so many people think. I don't know what I always say the Catholic Church because it like if you do something wrong, not for someone else, then you're scorned for life, right? Like do unto others as you want done unto you, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I I feel like there are a lot of people that would have handled the situation differently.
Yeah. And certainly some that probably would have handled it the same. I mean, if it was a guy and he was, say, drunk or something, and he was as mad as she was, that might turn into a physical fight, you know? I mean, that could be, by the way, there was, 15 football fights in the first week, as usual at NFL games. But anyway,
Oh, they're going to say at high school games because
no.
there was that many in the city of Cincinnati in high school games too.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, last year it was the shootings. They had to move the public school games to like 5:30 or something like that so that everybody could get home when the light's still on, when
Hmm.
the sun's still out. And now it's just fights. Um, anyway, without going
Not
into a
all
whole
the
bunch of
public
different things.
schools.
No, no, no. Just yeah. I was saying
Just
CPS.
careful now. Careful now. I got public school kids. They can handle playing at night.
No, CPS.
There you go. I'll take that.
CPS.
That's a big difference, by the way.
Big difference. Um, uh, no, okay. So I kind of wanted to just like touch on the devil's advocate part from that lady's perspective. Obviously, she was out of line to go scream at a guy and make her, I don't even know if she made him, but like give him a hard enough time where he takes the ball out of the kid's glove and like, just get away from me. Here you go.
And
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 then
she
took it and
stormed
walked
off.
back. And yeah, and took it and like I don't, how much did she think? We have no idea, of course, but how much did she think about it after that? Is she looking over there at this kid who's like, oh, but which, by the way, the Phillies sent a whole bunch of stuff up to this kid. Yeah.
They were in Florida, weren't they?
Oh,
The
yeah, they were
Marlins
somewhere
gave
else, I
him
think.
a giant fan pack, and
That's right.
a Marlins rep comes up. What is she thinking when she's 25 feet away and the Marlins rep is there giving her something, giving him something? And then they get invited down for Harrison Bader, who hit the home run, to give him a signed bat.
That's crazy.
And there's a company, I can't remember if it was in Florida. I think it was in Florida, they said, that said, we don't know who you are, but we will offer you $5,000 for the ball
Yep.
if you sign it and say, I'm sorry on the ball. You have to write, I'm sorry, and sign the ball, and we'll give you $5,000 for it.
Wow. Wow. I heard somebody was offering money for it. I didn't know it was all that. That makes it
Mm-hmm.
interesting. Okay, so that saying all the stuff the kid got, by the way, um, kind of brings me to the last point I wanted to make. So, because of the backlash that this lady is getting for the last 3 days or whatever on social media and just everywhere, um, we are now in a place in a time in our world where because of the internet the crime, the punishment does not fit the crime anymore. What that lady did was dumb and bad and a terrible look for her and not the right, let the kid have it. You can be mad if you want to. Sure, you can think the guy took the ball, it was right there for you, hit to your seats. That's fine. But don't go scream at a guy, make him give you the ball, take it out of his kid's hands and walk away. Dumb. But what she's getting, like she's getting, as a matter of fact, um, she's getting like threats and stuff. So there was, who was it? Oh, the dad came out yesterday or today and said, "Leave this lady alone."
Oh yeah, the every interview I saw with him was I've got nothing against her. Like it, as far as I'm concerned, I just wanted her away from my family, so it was over. We just wanted it
Yeah.
over. That's how I would be. I'd be like, girl, but I would have had a little smart ass remark like, if it means that much to you, let me take it from my 10-year-old and give it to your 70-year-old ass.
Yeah. Um, but like the amount of hate that she's getting and her face plastered everywhere, and there are AI videos I've seen of people like making her look even worse. That's not, that's way too much for what she did, honestly. It is. It's to have the whole world looking at you like you're the worst person in the world and saying all kinds of terrible things. And if she's getting threats from people and stuff, that's insane.
Bartman's still dealing with it today.
Yeah, that's
And that
true.
was 25 years ago,
Yep.
2001.
So that brings me to the overcorrection. Like we see overcorrection constantly now in all walks of life. That's an overcorrection. The people like just making her look so much worse than she actually probably is. Also, I'm happy for the kid that he got. He's a Phillies fan. He got, you know,
The dad said the best thing that ever happened was she did this.
yeah. Here's the thing. That's also an overreaction. I am happy for the kid, but should he have gotten to go down and meet Harrison Bader and get a bat and all this stuff? I mean,
What's wrong with that?
there's not nobody said like he had to have that or anything, but they gave him that, and that's like,
Here's the deal. That's a baseball and the way that baseball is to kids. Like
yeah,
that is Major League Baseball, and that's a precedence they set about trying to be available to kids and all the things they want to do for kids.
yeah,
They saw something that was bad that happened to a kid, and they did something for him. I don't think that was overboard. I don't think that was an overreaction. I'm totally fine with that. They do stuff like that all the time. There are foul balls that get hit, or not foul balls, but like um, bats that fly into the stands, and people go up and give them a different bat signed, and
yeah,
then take the other bat away. Yeah, you got to meet him, but like I don't think that was an overreaction the opposite way. I think yes, she deserve criticism? Sure she does. Does she deserve to be plastered countrywide, nationwide? Way worse stuff happens on a daily basis.
yeah,
However, know your surroundings, know the world you live in. Just be a good person. You don't have to worry about this
yeah,
because I guarantee you, this same girl, this same lady, has done something similar multiple times. Now, there you don't just do this out of the blue one time. You don't just overreact about something like this.
yeah.
I could be wrong. I could be
So,
wrong. I could totally be wrong about that. My thing is, I will always be me. I will teach my kids that if somebody's being an insane person like that, and you look at them, I would have something smart ass to say, and then I would give them whatever it is, and just be like, "Peace." Like, it's better. I hope you feel better. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Hope you feel better. I'm not going to start a fight. I'm not going to be in a. I've never been in a fight in my life. I've been in the middle of them. I've never started a fight. I've never ended a fight. I've tried to break up a million fights because fights are stupid. Why are we fighting? Why are we yelling at each other? We're both Phillies fans.
yeah,
That's my thing. Like, that's like me being in a fight with a Reds fan over a ball. Like, we're both Reds fans. What are we arguing about here?
yeah.
That irritates me. Can we all just get along? Can't we all just get along?
We all just get
But then
along.
again, I'm told I'm a glass half full guy all the time, and people get annoyed with me being a glass half full guy. Things happen in the workplace that don't go my way, and I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. It's let this go. We'll see if we can fix it at a later time. And other people will make a giant deal of it. You're such a glass half full person, and get mad at me. That's what I get mad at from people at work.
That's
But
emotional maturity.
it is. Thank you.
Got
I
your,
like that word,
yeah,
emotional maturity. I will take that.
yeah,
I get it a lot, and I would prefer everyone. We can find a way to be happy. It's okay. I don't need to be mad about something. Being mad about something does nothing good for anything about me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woosah.
WUSA, which stands for,
Rub your back of your ears.
oh,
Isn't that what it stands for?
I don't know.
Is that from a movie? Somebody goes, woosah.
I don't
No?
know. I don't know that
Yeah.
one.
I'm terrible about with movie quotes, so don't quote me on it. Um, okay, that's enough about
We
crazy
should, yeah.
lady. Yeah. Crazy lady's crazy lady. Um, Canelo Crawford.
Yeah.
What have you watched about this fight, Canelo Crawford? Have you watched anything about it? Netflix has got a whole giant deal on it. What have you watched on it?
Yeah, it's like they did it with, they probably still do it with like the big UFC events coming up. It was
Yes. Yeah.
countdown to UFC, whatever. It's the countdown show to the Canelo Alvarez Bud Crawford fight. Now, I did watch it the other day. And that's what I forgot. I heard the announcement whatever months ago whenever they first announced, and I forgot about it. And now it's this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, holy cow, that's right. That fight is coming up. And I saw that because I saw that on Netflix. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's right. So I watched it. I'm like, all right, I need to catch up. I think we're probably the same on this. You tell me. But I love boxing. I love the sport of boxing. It's one of those things for some reason, and I've tried several times. I just can't keep up with it. I don't even put in the effort for it. But like if I see a good fight, or sometimes like I used to, I would come home from like elder games on Friday nights. They had Friday night fights on
Oh,
ESPN at night.
those are the best fights.
I
Friday night
loved
fights on
those.
ESPN were the best fights you could ever watch.
I used to watch it all the time. It was on late, and it was just like you flip on the TV and you see a fight on, almost no matter who it is. It's kind of intriguing. Like some of them can be boring and stuff, yeah, but it's like you're like, man, that's right. Boxing is a cool sport. Like it just
Mm-hmm.
the I don't know, like especially they call it the sweet science. It's fun to me to hear like professionals talk about what these guys are doing and angles and the different kinds of punches and
Ali Siddiq will tell you.
Ali
Ali
Siddiq
Siddiq will
will
tell
tell
you all you
you,
gotta do is roll one time.
bro.
Roll one time. Sometimes that overhand right's wide open.
That's right. That's right. Um, so anyway, yes, I got into it. I got into it from the countdown show, watched it, and I'm like, okay, I'm excited, especially because, and we talked about this before we started, it's on Netflix and it's not a pay-per-view Netflix thing. It's not like you have to have a subscription and pay another 80 bucks or whatever for it.
Netflix said they will never do that.
Yeah.
That's the best part about it. They
Yeah.
said they'll never do that. If it's on Netflix, it'll be on Netflix.
Yeah. That's I'm excited about that. I'm gonna I'm just gonna be camped out. I'm gonna check that out.
So here's my question for you.
Yeah.
Did you know that Canelo Alvarez holds 17 world titles across four different weight divisions?
I didn't realize it was that many. No.
Light middleweight, middleweight, super middleweight, and light heavyweight.
And he has
He's
seven,
recognized. Sorry, go ahead.
sorry, he has 17 belts among
It
those.
says 17 world titles. Yeah.
So like WBA, WBC, like that kind of thing,
I
or they all go into one. I can't remember. See, that's what
They
I'm.
obviously don't because everybody like I watched the girls fight and I can't remember their names and I hate that because it was two of the best fights I've ever seen. The first fight was during the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight,
Oh yeah.
and the chick split her wig and kept fighting, and there was a bunch of headbutts, and it was bad. But the chick kept going, and then they fought again not that long ago, again on Netflix. They were the co-main event, and it was again it was the best fight on the card, and I'll watch both of those. So I wonder I wish they had a good co-main event on this. With I think they need to start getting the girls boxing because dude, these girls they're tough. However, the one chick that won had 5 belts. She had 5 belts wrapped around her. She had 3 wrapped around her waist and was holding 2. I was like, how many belts are there?
That's the thing. I think that's part
And
of
if
why
you
it's
beat
so
her, do you
hard
just
to.
get all 5 belts, or do you only get one?
I think all, well, I
Don't
don't know. Maybe
make
that's,
just make it all one belt.
yeah, maybe that's, it's written into the contract. But because that's a good question. Like this Crawford Canelo fight. Now, if Terrence Crawford beats Canelo, does he get 17 belts from him?
Depends
Because
on
I
what
think
weight
he's
class
already
they're
got.
in, probably.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like Canelo is older, right? But he is so much bigger than Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford's going up 2 weight classes to fight uh Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is a big guy.
Uh-huh.
Um and so that's one of the that was one of the biggest things. They showed a whole bunch of people in this countdown show that
Sorry,
go ahead.
he's won 17 world titles. He currently holds 4.
Okay.
All of
Okay.
them are in the 168-pound division.
Okay.
IBF, WBA, WBC, and WBO.
There you go. Okay.
And
Um,
that's supposed to be they're unified belts.
okay.
But they walk out with all 4 of
Yeah, sure. I would too.
them.
Um, or just get like a suit, like a whole suit jacket made out of all the belts and just wear
When
that.
you win a belt in boxing and you lose, do you have to give the belt to the other person? Does that belt like is it like a fantasy football trophy that gets passed around? Because like
I
in the
don't,
WWF, like they have side plates that have their names on them and stuff, and when you win, they put new side plates on it, and the old person before gets a replica belt. They put their side plates on them. You get that belt you have that belt hanging up.
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know exactly how they do it, but that's what I was gonna say is, I think that's part of why it's hard to stay locked into boxing because it's very confusing. It's all the different, organizations. The weight classes are like I kind of just made a big deal about Terrence Crawford going up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo Alvarez. The weight classes, there are so many of them. I think they're like are they 4 pounds apart?
I think it's 4 pounds.
4 pounds apart. I mean,
They're eight
that
pounds
doesn't.
different. It's the same person.
It's yeah. That doesn't. It's probably one of those things that it doesn't sound much at all, but it's when you put on 8 pounds of muscle, it's a different story maybe. And also these guys are walking around. If they're fighting at 160, they're walking around at 190, 185, 190, and they're
Mm-hmm.
probably cutting to 160, and then actually fighting at 170, 175 or something because then they're putting some weight back on before they. So anyway,
Oh, it's pretty much 2 pounds the bigger you get. I'm sorry, 2 to 4. Dude, they're so whacked out. Some of them are 2 pounds different, some of them are 4 or 5 pounds difference. But the 168, it's 169 to 175 or 161 to 168.
huh?
So 6 to 7, 5 to 7 pounds.
Yeah. Well, okay. Either way, all the weight classes, all the different organizations, um, it's kind of hard to keep up with. Now, if I'm like I'm gonna take all my attention that I spend on basketball and put it on to boxing instead, then sure, I can probably keep up with it. But when you're a sports fan, you only have so much capacity, I feel like.
Yes. Yeah. And boxing ain't what it used to be. So the people just don't pay attention as much. And back then there was 4 weight classes, and that was it.
That's the same reason that I fell off of the UFC. I used to watch every single event. every single fight they put on. And at some point I lost interest a little bit, I guess. Not maybe not even interest. I just there were so many events, so many more fights, so many more weight classes and so many more fighters that just kept getting added and added. I just it was easier to just not pay attention to any of it.
Yeah, I feel like it was like there was a UFC once a month, and then all of a sudden it was like a UFC once every. Now it's like UFC once every 2 weeks, once a week.
Yeah.
They've got UFC 500, 5,297.
Right.
Tomorrow will be UFC 5,298.
Right. George St. Pierre's grandson versus Matt
Oh.
Hughes' grandson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um Okay, so I don't know how much you've gotten to look at it, but do you feel like you favor Canelo or Crawford in this fight? You got an opinion on that?
I'm going to go with the youth. I'm going to go with Crawford. I think everybody thinks Canelo is going to win. I'm going Crawford.
How old are these guys? I think Canelo's like 35 or something like that. Let's see. Canelo is like about 30.
Let
Oh,
me go to the tail of the tape,
yeah. I should have
if you will.
I should have pulled that up before this, but here we go. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Is that right? Is Crawford older than?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now. So actually, Terrence Bud Crawford, who's 41 and 0 out of Omaha, Nebraska, he is 1 inch. I'm sorry, he's half an inch taller. His reach is 4 inches longer. He's
Uh,
a southpaw slash orthodox, and he's 2 years older.
he is older
So these are two old cats.
in boxing, but they're at the top of the game. I mean, these are the two best guys I think now. Um, certainly in their weight class. I don't pound for pound. I haven't looked at the pound for pound rankings in a long time, but um, certainly the two biggest names I would say. Um,
Hmm. I heard that who's the dude Mayweather was trying to fight for 1 million years, but they can never
Pacquiao,
make Pacquiao. I heard Pacquiao's coming back to fight.
is he?
Yeah, dude's got to be 50 some years old. He's like the president of Mexico or something, isn't he?
I think it's the Philippines. Um, Yeah, I don't know. Is that going to be one of those? No, he won't come back and do one of those silly.
No, that's a real fight.
It's a real fight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I love Manny Pacquiao. Um, okay, that'll be interesting to see who he fights because it's got to be a big.
Mario
If he's
Barrios.
what is it?
Mario Barrios.
Okay, so and I'll admit I don't know if that sounds familiar even.
Oh, it just happened. It was July 19th. I missed it.
Oh boy, I'm really out of the box. We started
That's what I'm
talking boxing.
saying.
I'm like,
We used to talk. I used to love boxing, but again, it was more of the Friday night fight stuff. The heavyweight division is not what it used to be.
yeah.
I mean, I
And
do.
some of these events that are like these big money grabs that have people that aren't even really boxers in them, that kind of and there's been so much dirty stuff in boxing. There have been so many controversies and all kinds of things that it's turned a lot of people off the boxing. Um, but yeah, yeah, when they have Nate Robinson fighting, a wrestler or something like,
It was Jake Paul, but
yeah.
that's not. But that was never a sanctioned, like a professional fight. That was a. I mean, it's sanctioned, but they have to jump certain hoops. But it's not a professional fight. That's an amateur fight. That's
Right. But it's a boxing match that they build enormously. Like that have
Yeah.
a
Why would
big
you not? You can make a ton of money off of that.
right.
I get it 100%.
But it kind of I of course, yeah, I understand that part, but it kind of like cheapens the sport of boxing. Like if they had
Well, let me
if
ask
they
you
had
this.
Wayne
Does
Gretzky come out and play basketball against Ken Griffey Jr. and it was like this big pay-per-view event, one-on-one basketball. I mean, I'd be like,
I was going to go differently, and I was going to say, does banana ball cheapen baseball?
you know what? When I first saw it, the first several times I saw like highlights and stuff, I was like, I hate this. This cheapens baseball. That is exactly what I thought. Now that I've seen more of it and they have like their own league and stuff, like, and they have
Mhm.
other teams that are like them, and it's this totally different thing. They're not playing for wins and losses, right?
Nope.
It's all the show. The Harlem Globetrotters.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's what that's what all this other stuff is. And now you got, dude, I just found out
Yeah.
Ali Siddiq and Cat Williams are like for real about to get into one of these celebrity boxing matches.
God, I hope not. I mean, especially for Cat Williams.
Ali
Why would
Siddiq
you?
will kill him.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I mean, look, I don't know anything about Cat Williams' fighting ability. I'm sure he thinks he can't be beat. But Ali
Cat Williams
Siddiq,
ain't stupid. Cat Williams ain't stupid. That ain't never gonna happen.
no, he's not stupid. He reads 77 books a week. So he must be really smart, actually. Um,
They're the they're them little books that got that gold like leopard print on the binding. You
Golden
know
books.
what were they called?
Golden books.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's reading. They're 8 pages, so I can
Right.
believe that.
All right. If that's the case, then I'm doing that too. Um, okay. Maybe I wasn't fully prepared to talk boxing here, but this is an actual big fight that is a real fight that's going to be on Netflix that is not a
I will say this:
yeah.
the one cool thing that look, and I'm not saying like everybody's got their own thoughts about Jake Paul and all that stuff. One thing about it is when he puts a fight together, and he put it on Netflix last time, the undercard was real legit boxing. So people can say that Jake Paul Tyson is bad for boxing because it's not real and all this crazy stuff. What they put on underneath them and what they got people to watch underneath them in the undercard, that was real. And it pushed the chicks, the two girls that fought for that belt, it pushed them so much that Netflix put them on as the main event in their next the next time they fought each other.
Hmm.
So I
I
don't
didn't
think
even
it's a
hear about
bad
that
thing.
though.
I don't think it's a bad thing if you get a Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. If your undercard is real boxing and it draws people into the real boxing side. If they understand that what they're watching here, everybody understands that, right? Like if I'm watching Cat Williams fight Ali Siddiq in a boxing match as the main event, I know that that's a joke. But if you can pull me in with real boxing behind it and make some of these boxers some real big money and also let people that would not normally watch boxing maybe chime in an hour early or a half hour early when they get an alert from Netflix saying, hey, your event started, and they turn it on and it's real boxing. Can that help boxing? Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I can see that.
So
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with whatever they want to do with all that stuff.
All right. Um, let's see. We have 1 minute to pick three NFL games, talk about the Mount Rushmore, and cover Ali Siddiq. So, week two of the NFL. Week one, we didn't pick games. We just sort of watched, and now we have a little feel for how teams look. And so, starting with week two, we are going to do what we did. I don't think we did this last year, did we?
I think we took a year off.
Okay, took a year off, but we did it what 3 years before that or something. Um, Picking three games against the spread, and I know the spread on Wednesday or when Wednesday or Thursday, whenever we're doing this, is going to be a
Hmm.
little different than when the game starts on Sunday. But according to whatever the spread is when we look at it on ESPN, right? We use using that still.
Yeah,
Um, we are picking three games, winners of three games in the NFL, and we're going to keep track. And so, what's the bet going to be this year? That's the big thing. The bet.
I feel like 2 years ago was 2 years ago the 20 push-ups or what was it?
Wasn't it like 100 or something?
We had to do 100 throughout the whole show.
Yeah, I think so, right? Or was it fifth? Well, yeah, 100? 100.
I think it was 100. I think it was 10 times.
Yeah.
No, no, it was
It was
50.
however many you, no, I think it might have been 100 because you could do however many you wanted. Like you stop every couple of minutes, and if you can crank out 25, crank out 25. If it's 10 the next time, whatever. Is that how we did that?
I still feel like it was 50.
Was it
I feel
50?
like it was 10, 5 different times. 100 is a
Okay.
lot of push-ups.
It is.
I can't, well, I would not have been able to do 100 push-ups.
You can do 100 one-handed push-ups. I just saw you do that 2 days ago. Yeah. See it? See it? Yeah. Our female viewership just went up by like
Yeah, it
billions.
did. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. I'm gonna have to tell Aaron I'm beating him off with a stick.
All right. Three games. You're way better at picking them quickly than I am, so I have to pick mine beforehand. Do you want me to go first? Do you want to go first?
Yeah, you can go first. Go right ahead.
Tell you what, I'm gonna go Buffalo at who by the way, had one of the greatest it might end up being in week one the best game of the year.
Dude, that was an insane game.
And I will admit that I checked it and it was like 40 to 28 or something like that. I'm like, oh, this game's over. And then you and Uncle Danny were talking to a kid.
Everybody thought that the Ravens were running away with that game.
Yeah. Um, okay. So anyway, Buffalo is really, really good again, of course. They're probably the favorites to win the Super Bowl coming into the year. They're at the New York Jets. Buffalo is on the road, a 6.5 point favorite. And I'm going to take them to win by at least a touchdown. So I'm taking Buffalo, 6.5 point favorite. Then I'm going to Las Vegas, where the Chargers are playing the Raiders. The Raiders, I don't think were expected to be very good, and they won their first game of the year. But the Chargers, but they are underdogs at home in week two to the Chargers. So the
You know
Chargers,
how I love my home dogs.
that's right, home dogs. So I'm taking the home dog. I'm taking the Raiders um, as a 3.5 point underdog. And then I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who play at the Houston Texans. And Houston is a 2.5 point favorite at home. I think the Bucks win the game on the road. So I'm taking Buffalo, Las Vegas, and Tampa Bay.
I'm doing something I don't usually do very often,
Okay.
and that is starting off with a favorite with a big spread. So I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills minus 6.5 in New Jersey. I'm also going to take the Patriots plus 1.5 in Miami. And then for my last game, I am going to take, you know what? I'm going to take a bounce back game.
Okay.
this is probably going to be a game. No, I'm not going to do it. I was going to go Lions over Bears minus 6.5, but Lions struggled. Let's just stay away for a minute. Stay away from them. Let's go. How about this Eagles Chiefs game? I want the Eagles to win that game so bad. Chiefs to start out 0-2 would be amazing. Not gonna touch it though. Um, I am gonna take Denver in Indianapolis, giving 1.5 points.
Okay. Okay. So I have Buffalo, Las Vegas, Tampa Bay. You have Buffalo, New England, Denver. And yeah, you got all road road teams. Um,
I love it.
that's it.
Opposite of what I usually do.
There you go. There you go. All right. We got that covered. How about the Mount Rushmore of villains in sports movies? Now, we were
I like
talking
it.
about how difficult this was probably going to be, and I was like, this is the dumbest Mount Rushmore I've ever thought of. Once I looked it up,
Dude.
I I got going a little bit.
Yeah.
There were way
Yeah.
more than I remembered just off the top of my head. So, would you like to go first on this?
No, I want you to go first.
Okay. I'm not even doing this on purpose, but I picked three out of the list. So I got to on the spot, I got to choose my fourth. So I'm going to start with Shooter McGavin. Shooter McGavin
Okay.
in Happy Gilmore. By the way, if you haven't seen Happy Gilmore 2, check it out. I thought it was good. Um, Mixed reviews I heard, but um,
You look, if you're expecting like some great plot, then you're watching the wrong movie.
no, yeah. I mean, what Adam Sandler movie has a great plot? It's a comedy. Um, Okay, I'm going Shooter McGavin, because I watched that movie a billion times, and he's a very unlikable guy. Good villain. Um, Going back to childhood, Karate Kid, Johnny Lawrence.
Has to be, right? I'll tell you that Johnny Lawrence is 1,000% on mine.
Johnny Lawrence is a great villain, and yeah, I mean we could talk a long time about all the stuff that he does in that movie, but um, Johnny Lawrence. Um, I, my number one probably is going to be Mick from Teen Wolf. Um, I have to have Mick in there because Teen Wolf is one of my like top five favorite movies, and he's I don't know, he's just really easy to root against, you know. Um,
Yes.
Allowed to stand anywhere he wants on the court at any time. Um,
Never made a lick of sense to me.
never
Don't
made it.
understand it at all.
Yeah, none of the basketball parts of that movie are good at all. It's bad.
Yes.
Um, but he's the boyfriend of the girl that Scott Howard is after, right? So he's got that part. Plus, he's again, on a rival team. Um, Tells Chubby to shoot it, Fat Boy, and
Oh, the shoot it fat boy is my favorite line
he
ever.
shoots it and makes it, and then he gives him a look like, hmm, okay,
Okay.
you did make
Good
it.
shot.
Um, anyway, going Mick. Now, fourth, this is really tough, man. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go with Chong Li, the bad guy in Bloodsport.
Whoa. That is a good one.
Thank you. There,
Wow.
two of my favorite sports movies are Bloodsport and Kickboxer, both Van
Bloodsport
Damme
scared me.
movies. And I thought
Bloodsport
about both
scared
the
me as a kid.
what's that?
Bloodsport scared me as a kid.
Sure. There was
What's the guy's name? I don't even remember his name. What'd you say
Chong
his name?
Li.
Chong, like that's the scariest human being I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. You are next. Yeah. Um, that and even scarier than him in Kickboxer, if you guys have seen that, Tong Po is the bad guy in that, and he was extra scary because he was
Well, now I don't know which one it is. Which Rob Van Dam movie was it that I'm
Rob
thinking of the Chinese guy?
Rob Van Dam. Um,
Wasn't Rob Van Dam in both of those?
Jean-Claude was, yes. Rob, yes, you got the whole Steve Nash, Kevin Nash thing going here. Um,
RVD,
RVD.
RVD, RVD.
JCVD, JCVD.
I'm
Um,
sorry, but he was in both of those.
he was in both of those,
Now
yes.
I don't know which movie it was that I was watching.
Chong Li is Bloodsport is the one where it was the tournament. Like he would Van
He
Damme
was
was
a
in the
giant.
military,
He was the thickest,
very
like,
strong, yeah,
yeah,
very
yeah.
muscular, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. So anyway, those are my four.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go Shooter McGavin. I love that.
Nice.
I'm gonna go with um I'm also gonna go to Karate Kid, but I'm not gonna go Johnny Lawrence. I'm gonna go John Kreese.
He's on my list. I didn't put him on the
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore, but
Yeah.
he's on my list.
Martin Cove plays John Kreese, and I believe that he was the worst in that movie.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And when uh I don't even remember his name anymore. The little Korean guy
Mr.
bloodies his
Miyagi,
nose. Mr. Miyagi bloodies his nose, and that's the
Japanese.
greatest thing. Japanese, Korean, whatever he is, Asian, whatever. That's the greatest thing that's ever happened. Um, so I'm gonna go with him too. I'm gonna go Ivan Drago.
Hmm.
He's the greatest villain. He might be my number one.
Wow.
Drago might be my number one villain.
So I'll tell you real quick then. So I wrote him down as a possibility. I was
Okay.
really, really close. Speaking of Ivan Drago, I was really, really close to making my fourth Clubber Lang.
Oh, I believe that. Clubber Lang's good too. Like,
Yeah.
but Clubber Lang was too, I don't know. Like, you knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, I thought Ivan Drago was the greatest human. I thought he was the baddest dude to ever walk the face of the earth.
Yeah.
I like that. I could put Clubber Lang on there. I really could.
Yeah.
Last one I'm gonna use kind of a funny one. I'm gonna go the owner of the Cleveland Indians in Major League, Rachel Phelps.
Yeah. There you go.
She annoyed the shit out of me. Oh no, I take that back. I take that back. I'm going Rookie of the Year, the son of the owner in Rookie of the Year. The guy that
Uh,
wants to that like does everything to try to ruin, and he wants to sell the team and all that stuff. And then
I
I
got you.
can't think of his name. Anyway,
Okay. All right. Good. You had Shooter McGavin, you had Ivan Drago, you had John Kreese, and you had that guy.
that guy,
So Johnny Lawrence got knocked off.
he got knocked off
Okay.
by John Kreese.
By John Kreese. That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay. All right. Good. Good. Now look, we've already mentioned Ali Siddiq a couple of times here, so you know that was our comedy uh of the week. So it was My Two Sons. My Two Sons, Ali Siddiq. Please take it away.
Adam, you have your sheet in front of you. What did I give Ali Siddiq last time?
Four
One of the
point
high,
4.8.
one of the highest rankings I've ever given in my life. Probably top three.
Yeah.
Ali Siddiq is. I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't know who's there with him, but I don't want to put him as number one. I'm not gonna say he's the greatest, and I don't know who I would put with him, but he's top three storytelling comedian of all time
Mm.
to me. He's not a joke guy. We talked about this last week. He's going to tell you a story. He's going to put a lot into it, and there's a lot into it. I will say I was not dying laughing the whole time in this one.
Mm.
Still thought it was all extremely funny. I love his bougie son. His bougie son is my favorite. The fact that he's got basically two families. He's got the older family. He's got a daughter and a son that he had before he went to prison, and then he's got two daughters and a son that he had after he went to prison. And they grew up in a gated community. The other two grew up in the hood, and listening to them, like that was so good. Uh, a lot of it too. He's talking about like what did he say? People of a lighter complexion or whatever. What did he keep saying? What was that?
It was something like a lighter hue, maybe.
Lighter hue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, Ali, I'm gonna tell you right now, bub. It ain't got nothing to do with the hue on the skin of whatever you got. We it had to do with the generation that you were born. That's what it had to do with. You got younger kids who have younger moms and younger dads that think a certain way. But all the ones that got kids that are your kids' age, your older kids' age, maybe I'm wrong. I feel that way. I got every one of those jokes getting kicked in the back. Like I don't know how you had it as a kid, Adam, and I don't think that your mom or dad ever touched you. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. I have been thrown against walls. I have had social studies books 2 inches thick thrown at me from a foot away, as hard as you like, just beaten. I've been beaten with whatever is closest to them. If I do or say something, whatever's closest. Yak. My dad, no. My mom, yes. All those stories were cracking me up because I was listening to everyone. Um, I will say I'm not going to go as high as I did last time.
Okay.
I feel like this was just a. I feel like it was a little below. What was the special we watched right before this?
It was rugged.
Rugged. Rugged's one of my favorite of all times. Uh, we'll say what we voted on after this. Go. What did you think?
I was the same. He had a whole bunch of really good stuff. I mean, every story was great. Every story had funny stuff in it. Um, I'm with you on um there was something, it was really, really, really good. There was something about it that rugged seemed just a little bit better, at least a
Mm-hmm.
little bit better than this one. But it feels weird to say that because this one was so good.
It was awesome.
So I'm trying to think of specific. I mean, you mentioned
It's his words. It's the way he says words. I
yeah,
can't even describe it. Words
yeah,
come out of his mouth differently, and you just laugh as soon as you hear them. And he
yeah,
does a good job of knowing what they are and using them again.
yeah, yep. He's very good with like using his voice to build suspense um and then like dropping the jokes just right and then getting back to the suspenseful part. He'll sit there and take some time. He'll sit there and be totally quiet for 3, 4, 5 seconds sometimes. And then whatever comes out of his mouth next, you're like, that was the perfect amount of time to be silent.
Yep.
That made it perfect. Um, I don't know. Without like, mentioning a whole bunch of the stories, um, I loved it. And I was gonna say I was thinking about this while I was watching it, and you pretty much said it. But I'm not even storytelling. I am ready to when I have conversations with people about comedy, who are the best comedians in the world, Ali Siddiq should be in that conversation with anybody else you say. Whoever it is, Dave Chappelle, Dave Attell, Louis C.K., John Mulaney, whoever it is, Nate Bargatze. Ali Siddiq is there with every single one of those guys.
I totally agree. Totally agree.
That's yeah.
We listen. Ali Siddiq on this podcast over the past year, year and a half has got a ton from us.
Yeah.
One, two, three, four, five. This is our fifth special in probably a year to a year and a half.
Is that counting the domino effect as
Yeah,
individuals?
yeah.
That's got to be 6 or 7, I feel like.
I thought there was three domino effects.
There were 4 of those.
Four. Okay, so
Yep.
six. Six specials.
Yep, because we just did this week and last week. Did we do one before the domino effect though too?
No, because when the domino effect came out, I was making a big deal about how you could not watch an Ali Siddiq special unless you paid for it.
Oh,
There was no
okay.
way to watch it unless you paid for it. And then all of a sudden he came out with four. And then he boom, another one. Boom, another. These two were 2 months apart. Rugged and my two sons were 2 months apart.
Yeah,
Um, so obviously there's a way to find out that there's money behind this YouTube deal, right?
sure.
So um, I said the whole time, all the way up until that domino effect, I was saying all the comedy stations you listen to, bless you. All the comedy stations you listen to, all of the little clips, you get just like a 2 minute clip here, 2 minute clip there. And I kept saying, like, this dude is absolutely hilarious. Domino Effect comes out, did not disappoint. All this came out, did not disappoint. He even did what the comedians do that I can't stand and talked about how he's done all this for his family and he has done this and I have created general. He put it into a joke,
Yeah.
not just talking good about himself. He put it into a joke.
Yes.
I can't tell you how much how much I love this dude.
He's very, very good.
Very good. Very good. I don't know how many stories he's got left. He damn near told us his whole life. I
Yeah.
feel like, although this dude might have a couple more left in him. Faux show.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So let's go with what we gave him. We can't do it at the same time because we're on Zoom. I'll go first.
Okay.
First one I gave 4.8. This one I'm giving a 4.3.
4.3. Okay. So I wrote my number down for this one, and it makes me want to go back and change my one from last week because I already
Yeah.
said
Mm-hmm.
it's last week was a little bit better, but I love this one. Last week I gave it a 4.0001. I gave that
You
um
can't give this less than a four. You cannot give this less than a four.
I gave it a 4.2,
Okay, good.
which means I want to go back and give the other one like a 4.5 or something.
Yes, it should be.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. Um
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
yeah.
Different. This dude hits differently. I love every bit of it.
I just keep appreciating him more and more every time I
Mm.
see him.
The boxing story. God, that was so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
The slow motion roll. Oh, did you see that? What you think? Come back.
The he talks about the robe, like don't get a robe too early. A robe is an old man thing. The walk, you don't bend your knees anymore when you wear a robe. I mean, that was so funny, that walk.
And the fact that Hassan already comes out the room with it and he's
Yeah.
13.
Oh my God. So, so, so funny.
Mm.
Okay. All right. So that covers everything for this week. Now, next week, you have Mount Rushmore. I have a comedy special. I have I wrote down 3 to pick from for next week, and I'm I don't
Well, I'll
know.
tell you, while you look at those and try to figure it out, I'll tell you what my Mount Rushmore is.
Yeah, let's have it.
My Mount Rushmore is the Mount Rushmore of Bill Murray movies.
Oh, okay. I might be watching some Bill Murray movies
Yeah.
this week. All right. All right.
Scrooge, Groundhog's Day, Kingpin, you name it.
Speaking of Kingpin, I wrote Big Earn McCracken on
Absolutely. That's where
my
I got it
list.
from.
Okay,
That's where I got this from.
good. All right. That's a very funny movie too. Um, okay. I'm gonna go with we're gonna go with a young lady by the name of Jordan Jensen.
Yes.
Just
We've
put a
watched her before, haven't we?
um did we? Maybe we did. Is that it?
Mm, I could be wrong
This
on
might be
that.
her I don't know. This might be her first special though. We might have though. I don't know. Um, but this is called Take Me With You and it's on Netflix.
I've seen her before. We may not have done it, but I've seen her before.
Yeah. She's got a couple of podcasts and
Yeah.
she's makes the rounds on as guests on other people's and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna check her out and
Cool.
that's it.
I love it. Jordan Jensen. What's it called?
Take Me With You.
Take Me With You. And then we're going to do the Mount Rushmore of Bill Murray movies. And Adam, like 15, 25 minutes later than it was supposed to be. Don't forget to turn your headlights on.